I don't have this one printed out on me, so read my message. Hello, and welcome to Learning to Breathe Through the Stress. Thank you for purchasing this album. Before we begin, feel free to begin this track over at any point if you feel the need to start over or try again. As we begin, look around you. Get familiar with your surroundings. Look at the person next to you. Look them up and down. If they notice your perusal, smile and introduce yourself to them. Make a new friend. Sit closer. Listen to each other's silence. Now, face forward. Be sure to stay in your seat. Keep your arms folded or lay them at your sides. Now, close your eyes and breathe in very deeply. If you feel the urge to fall asleep, chase that urge and deliver yourself unto slumber. Don't be afraid. We are all friends now. Envision a window to an open field. If you don't like open fields, go ahead and picture a white wall. If white things scare you, then imagine two red balls sitting on a checkerboard patterned floor floating in space. Now imagine the balls pressing themselves down to the floor as if gravity is taken over. Imagine that gravity releases the balls up into the air. The balls fly up into the void of space, then immediately fall back down towards you. Imagine the balls coming at you. Imagine the fear of the balls flying toward your face. Imagine two large red balls careening at you faster than sound. Imagine the impact of the two massively huge, red, maybe even pinkish balls coming right at your face hole. Imagine that upon impact you are shocked that it hurts as much as it does. While the ginormous rubbery bouncing balls look very soft and dodgeball-like, they actually feel more like concrete wrapped in broken glass, exploding in a rainbow of painful pain. In a flash of pain, you wake up in the White House and your chief of staff, along with your closest Secret Service agents, are staring down at you fetalized underneath the desk in the Oval Office. All of the world's enemies have attacked with all they have, and you have retaliated with everything we have waiting below ground. It's up in the air now, and final. You will never be able to tell the world what you have learned in office. You will be alone from now on if you survive in your bunker. You want to puke. You want to gouge out your eyes. You want to punch these men around you, and you want them to punch you back, punch through you, pinning your heart to the curved wall behind you. You scream and you scream and you let out all of your pain in a voice that doesn't seem to be yours anymore. It isn't yours. It's everybody's all at once, and it is the worst thing you've ever heard come out of a throat. You silence it immediately, and it forces its way out of you as salt water. You sob, and the men just look at you and wonder why they were never trained for this. They know what you know about everything. You run at them with your soul and knock them over. In their years of training for this moment, they never prepared for you to get one of their guns loose and point it to your own head, and in a flash, minus all of the light, you're now a refugee in an overcrowded camp, dreaming of renting an apartment, owning a bus pass, and shoveling snow off of your sidewalk. And in a flash, minus all the sulfur, you're now standing at the foot of a mass grave, holding buckets of lye, and it's your job to cover it with all that dirt. And in a flash, minus all of the sound, you're now the engineer at the last concert of this audience's favorite band. And you know the equipment, but you've given up on making it perfect for them because someone you love stopped loving you back. And in a flash, minus all of the spark, you're the mother of three with enough food to feed one and no reason to choose. In a flash, minus all of the things that feel like a flash, you remember the most important thing. You breathe. You simply breathe. This and these are not your lives, so breathe. We go backward through the muck and mayhem, past the outer space and bouncing red balls, which aren't so awkward anymore. We return to this room with these exact people, and we all get to start over and try again. Try new things. Don't forget this world and the fact that you get so many choices and balls in your face.